So when I think of Veterans Day, I think of that little slogan that says, land of the free because of the brave. And so I think about all of our brave men and women who have served, who have sacrificed for the defense of our nation.
Served in the United States Army, multiple components, both in the regular Army and with the Army National Guard.
I was in the Navy for 10 years. The reason I joined was just to get the fire in my belly to go back to school and actually achieve something.
I served in the United States Navy. I joined to get some life experience before I figured out what to do with my future.
Well, at the time I joined, I was actually going to the University of Puerto Rico, and I happened to be in San Juan, Puerto Rico at the post office, and I saw this poster of a girl in the Army, and it said, travel the world. And I was so intrigued by that poster that I told my mother, I want to join the military. And it was the lure of adventure and travel. But my mother told me, you have to finish your first year of college, and then I'll consider it.
And the most impactful point was when we evacuated South Vietnam in April of 1975. I can remember that we had just pulled into the Philippines, and I'd gone up to the enlisted club, was having a beer, and then the shore patrol showed up and said, all leaves and liberty has been canceled. Please report back to your command. I went back to the ship, and they said, they didn't say anything at the time, but I did notice that there was a flotilla of ships that were in Subic Bay in the Philippines, and they were all pulling out and heading off to sea. So once we got at sea, the captain came on and he said, we are going down to the territorial waters of South Vietnam, and we are going to evacuate as many people as we can as soon as we're given the word.
First and foremost, you got to decide as a retiree, what if you want to do something, and then figure out what it is you want to do. You always look for a place that's going to have the right culture, something that allows you to continue to have that purpose-driven livelihood.
It was a bit of a culture shock getting used to my new normal. The military surrounds you with a feeling of community that can't really be described, and it was challenging to get used to not having that anymore.
It was a bit of a struggle at first because the military gives authority at a very low level of rank, and they teach people how to become leaders. When you join a civilian organization, a lot of times it's like, well, that's way above your pay grade. You just stay down here. And it's not in a military person's nature to do that typically. So it took me some time and a good dose of patience to be able to survive the transition.
Well, I got to do a lot of exciting things. Got to jump out of airplanes, fall out of helicopters. But I think the most rewarding of all of that was having an opportunity to command at multiple levels. And with that, you had the opportunity every day to lead people. You know, with that experience, with that knowledge, I'm certainly focused on bringing or widening the ELYON service solutions within the Department of Defense, focused on what we can do to support their installation and mission critical services. And I think that's where I can help forge the gap and bring those ELYON solutions to those needs. And I think we're well positioned to bring solutions to those problem sets.
We have worked with the federal government for over 20 years, and we have longstanding contracts right now, and we continue to add new contracts, and we have great past performance, and really, it's really always based on your past performance. So that is like the open door to getting more federal contracts. In terms of the military space, we recently brought on a retired colonel. He spent 25 years in the Army. He's a West Point graduate, and he is leading the effort to expand our business into the military and defense area.